Hi everyone, quick loan market update for April. Well, the banks are improving, thank goodness. We're getting pre-approvals through at a slightly faster rate than earlier. The banks are still focusing on purchases and refinances, but pre-approvals are improving with some banks. We've had certainly some issues in the last 3 or 4 months, and even before that, where banks have been taking up to 30 days for assessment of a pre-approval. So still be careful of that. My advice is still to make sure that your customers are pre-approved, and be very, very careful of finance dates, of course, where people want 14 days for finance, because they're almost certainly not going to get it if they choose the wrong bank. But we are seeing some improvement, which is good news. We just got some pre-approvals through in the last 7 days or so, with a 7-day turnaround time. So it's been really, really good news. Interest rates are still relatively low. Just a quick update on those. We're getting rates for owner-occupieds now under 2% for fixed 1 and 2 and even 3 years. But interestingly though, some of the banks put up their 4 and 5 year fixed interest rates just last week. So what does that tell us? It tells us that the banks are thinking that the long-term or medium-term interest rates are going to be going up, probably due to the expected inflationary effects of all the coronavirus spending in Australia and around the world. So seen some longer-term fixed interest rates going up, which means that we're almost certainly going to see some other banks follow as well in the next few days. Just a quick final tip for everybody. There was a government loophole, so to speak, or suppose an edict with the first time owners grant a little while ago that some of you would remember, around if you purchased a property that was not lived in, or should I say, if you purchased a property that was lived in under 5 years, and it was the first sale of the property, as long as the property was only 5 years old and the first sale of the property, you could still get the first time owners grant. Just a reminder, everyone, that has changed. The government now require that the property has never been lived in order to get the first time owners grant. So the government has closed that little section of their legislation, perhaps you would say, and a property now must not be lived in order to receive the first time owners grant. So for example, a house that's just been built by a builder, hasn't been lived in, and is being sold to an owner-occupier can still get the first time owners grant, as well as land and construction. And of course, as we know, there are no first time owners grants on established homes, but you do get the stamp duty discount to zero up to 600,000, and then stamp duty kicks in with some discounts on top of that. Hope you guys have all a great month of May, and I know you will, and best regards to Will. Bye for now.